this is what we're going to be building in this video. If you're wondering what this is, then don't worry, I'm going to tell you. This is actually a turtle graphics, and we're going to make this turtle graphic that moves randomly, just like the way you're looking at it, and changes color as it goes. As you can see, at every move there's a change in color. So, and we're going to be doing this particular program, we're going to be building it as it's moving, it's changing color, and this is what we're going to be building in this video today. Actually, this particular video is going to help you to learn randomization. Also, it's going to help you to understand loops, which is what we've talked about in the past, and also some basic programming techniques that we're also going to be learning. For example, list comprehension, tuple, and all of those things. I like tuple rather. So this particular program is going to help us, and we're going to be doing a very great work at it. So it's not really a long project. It's not really a long project. Let me run it again. It's not really a long project. It's just a short project that we're just going to be doing. And also, without much ado, let's get started. So first thing first, I'm going to clear all of this because I've done this before. So let me just clear it up and show it to you again. So now, first thing we need to do is this. Very simple. We need to set up our code. I believe that you already know how to set up your code already. So since you already know how to set up the code, we just go straight to coding, straight up. And what do we need to do? We need to import some modules. Basically, we just need to import two modules. So the first module we are going to be importing is we're going to import tuple module. So I say import tuple. Now in this case, I'm going to be importing tuple as a particular alias because I don't really want to start carrying tuple up and down like that. So I'll just say import tuple as, let's say, P, which is P for as in posse. Come on. So now import tuple as P, and what do we need to do? Another thing we need to import is we're going to import what else? We're going to be importing random. Okay, we're going to be importing the random module, and once we've done that, I think we're done. So we import tuple as P, right? And we also import what we imported random. Now we need to create our object. That means the object we want to use as a character for this movement. Now what do we need to do? So the first we need to do is to actually create the object. So I'm going to say posse, which is posse code. That will be posse code equals what now? That will be posse code equals p dot what now? Dot tuple. Okay, that will be p dot tuple. Alright, now don't forget what I just did here. I just imported posse is equal to what? P dot tuple. Now what you need to do here is to what? Instantiate this. How do you instantiate it? You're instantiating it by putting what? By putting curly braces there. Now what is this telling you? This is telling you that this is a class. We are importing a class from the Python module, and the class we are importing is actually what? Tuple. So, and then another thing we might need to do is this. Okay, so since we've done that, what else we need to do? I think we will need to really get some other attributes. For example, we need to get the colors, right? Because as this particular object is moving, we will need to really know the kind of colors, because at every movement there's a change in the object, there's a change in the color of the object, there's a change in the color of the path. So we need path and we also need direction. These are the things you need to look at. So I'm only going to going to need color, right? So I'm going to call it colors, right? Colors equals, so this colors is going to be containing every of our, like, the random colors that we can really find and all of those things. I'll just put some list there. I already have some list in my clipboard. I'll just paste it. Okay, so that's it. So, and then another thing I'm going to be doing is I'm also going to be creating the direction. Okay, I'm going to be creating the direction, and in this case the direction also I've already stated it. Don't worry, I'm going to explain in case you don't understand. All right, so now what is this? What did we just do? We imported the colors. Okay, and these are the colors that we have. We have blue, we have red, we have green, purple, orange, magenta, brown, black, etc. And look at this, we have directions. We have 0, 45, 90. 0 means at normal level, which is about, I believe, which is just normal, what's it called now, 180 degrees or so, at a point or whatever, which is 360 degrees. So we have 3, we have 45, we have 90, 135. So these are the various positions that we can have also. Now, don't mind you can actually put these positions in strings. Okay, this turtle class already has or have understanding, or let me just say the turtle module already have understanding of whatever you're saying. Okay, if you know the exact representation of the position in strings, you can put them in directly. Very, very simple. So another thing we have, I think that's just it. I think that's just what we're going to be needing and all. So now, for now, what we just need to do next now is actually for us to create the loop. Now we are going to be creating loops that makes the turtle move about 50 times. Okay, now let me just know that it's going to, don't let us use 50, let's use like 100 or 200. So now we're going to be creating a loop that makes the turtle move for about what, 500 times. That's a joke. For about, let's just say 200. So I'm going to say for p in, let me say for p in, okay, don't let me, so that we're not going to have anything, let me just say for po in let's say for po in range. So now what we're going to be having is we're going to be having 200 movements. Alright, so now since we have that for p in range, what do we need to do? Very, very simple. So we just need to input the we're going to create the loops that makes this turtle move about what, 200 times, and that's what we're creating. So now the first one is going to be posse, which is going to be the movement. Okay, this particular guy is moving about what, is going to be moving for let's say posse dot what now, let me just say dot forward. Okay, now posse dot forward, how many times is he moving forward? Let's just say 50. Okay, is moving forward. Okay, let's put 30 there. All right, so another one is we're going to be having the colors, right? That the posse dot color. All right, now the color in this case is going to be random. Okay, that'll be random. Then you're going to choose from what, from the list of colors. That's it. So that's what you made there. So the same thing is also going to be for the direction. So posse dot what now, dot set heading. That is set heading. Now the set heading is telling you about where is it heading to, which is also known as the direction. So it's going to also be a random something, then you're going to choose it from what, from the list of directions, and that is going to be that. So then what else do we need? What else do we need? I think that is just all we need. As you can see, the line of code is just 12 lines of code. That's what we use in creating this program. So let us see what we're going to do and how it's going to look like. So I'm running it now. Let's see. As you can see, can you see we are having a random movement and all of that and all of those. So we can see a very random and haphazard movement from what we're doing and all. So you can see the changes of the color, which is spontaneous to the what's it called, which is also spontaneous to the movement of the turtle itself and all. So now as you're looking for this, as you're looking at this, how, or you can see that this thing is so thin, right? It's very, very thin. So I might want to really change the thickness, just like the way I previewed it for you at the beginning of this video. So now to do that, all I'm going to do is this. I'll come to the beginning of my my program, and I'm going to input some things there. And what am I going to be inputting? I'm inputting the pen size, which is what is using to write, and also input the I think that's just it. So I'm going to input the pen size. So I can just say posse, right? Posse dots, let me just say pen size. So in this case, the pen size is going to be what? Let's say the pen size is going to be, I'm just going to do 7. All right. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen. Alright, can you see it's not fake? It's not fake. The stuff is not fake. So you can see how easy it is for you to just do something really great with just what? With just Python. Very simple stuff, very straightforward, very direct. It's nothing hard there. Alright, so what you just need to do, so as I'm looking at this, is actually very slow to me. I should be able to quickly do this in the space of little time. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very slow. And how are we going to do that? How can I do that? How can I do that? Okay, what I'm going to do is also I'm going to go into the module and see a particular function or a class that is responsible, or a method rather, that is responsible in making it fast. It's actually in the documentation. I'm going to link the link of the documentation below so that you can see what I'm saying. Alright, so alright, so I'm just going to come here. I'm going to come here and say I will enter the method, and also I'm going to say speed, right? So in this speed, the speed can also be in strings. Okay, so the speed will always be in strings, and in this case the speed here is, I want it to be fast. Okay, I want it to be fast. Let's see how fast it's going to do. Can you see? All right, that's how it is. Can you see? Can you see? So that is just how to create something beautiful like this. That is how to create something beautiful like this. So if you have any question whatsoever, do not hesitate to enter into my DM and let's trash it out. I say enter my DM. Come on, I'm really joking there. So if you have any question, drop it at the comments. I will always reply. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So in our next video, we're also going to be looking at how we can use dictionary in one of our videos. I think if that's going to be the next video, obviously, we're going to be looking at how we can use dictionary, or so to say, how we can just, we're going to be building a project majorly, because as you can see, I'm taking you on a project-based journey. All right, that every of our projects is going to lead you towards learning Python using real life projects, and that is what matters. So the more you practice, the more you are able to really come into the reality of all of these things. I believe you understand what I just did. So if you have any question, do not hesitate to drop in the comment below. See you in the next video.